Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Scott here, and today I'm going to talk about the future role of Josh Hart. Josh Hart has often been recognized as just a 3-and-D guy. Because that term is used so often in today's NBA, it's easy to label him as just that. Josh Hart has proven over the course of his rookie season that he's much more than a 3-and-D player, and he has the potential to play an important role for this Lakers team. Early in the season, we didn't see much from Josh Hart. He was getting limited minutes off the bench and sometimes didn't appear in games at all. Then as the season went on and injuries started to come up, Josh Hart got more minutes and found himself as a starter in a lot of games. Towards the end of last year, he showed that he was a valuable piece in the Lakers rotation, and he even put up 30 points in the final game of the season. With how good he was playing at the end of last year, I think you can no longer call Josh Hart just a 3-and-D guy. He's able to make plays off the dribble, and he's already one of the best rebounding guards in the NBA. What stood out the most about his offensive game is that he can create plays for himself, and he looks like a better scorer than people give him credit for. Because he's such a good 3-point shooter, it opens up his dribble drive game, and he is certainly a capable finisher at the rim. He has had many spectacular finishes through contact last season, and with this ability, he's very multi-dimensional on the offensive end. His role throughout last season changed a lot. While he was a starter more often towards the end of last season, I think that mainly had to do with the influx of injuries on the roster. Going into next season, Josh Hart's role will be much more solidified depending on who the Lakers bring in this summer. He could find himself in a role as a starting shooting guard playing alongside Brandon Ingram and Kyle Kuzma. When playing alongside scorers like that, he may need to play more of that standard 3-and-D role, and that's perfectly fine. He seems comfortable in whatever role he's put in, and always finds a way to be productive, whether that's spacing the floor, snatching offensive rebounds, or just making flat-out hustle plays. He could also find himself as a sixth man or an impact guy off the bench. With the Lakers targeting Paul George this summer, that would be the only scenario where Hart would have to come off the bench. Because he's able to create off the dribble and make shots, he could have a similar impact to what Jordan Clarkson gave the Lakers early on last season. With the second unit, Hart would be one of the main options on offense, and that role would suit him as well. Even if Josh Hart is not a starter, one thing that'll be certain is that he'll get starters level minutes. Because he is such a great two-way player and has the ability to make shots and switch onto anyone, we should see him in lineups at the end of close games. When the game slows down and teams try to pick apart switches they want, he is perfectly suited to switch onto anyone. He can guard pretty much anyone on the perimeter and can hold his own in the paint when he needs to. With whatever role Josh Hart is put in, the Lakers should have plenty of confidence in his ability to make an impact. He's a great system player for the Lakers and looks like he could be a cornerstone piece moving forward. That's all I have for this video, guys. I hope you did enjoy. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more Lakers content, and leave a like if you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.